Hello everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek. Hello all my friends. Say hello when you come in. Say hello and let me know where you're from. Friends, say hello when you come in. We don't want to hear that. Hi Lisa. Alrighty. So I'm trying something different tonight. We're up late. Late with Lori. Where'd my buble go? There it is. Late with Lori. So we are making a Mr. and Mrs. Gingy Claus because I can. Hello. So I'm going to get started right away because I've done the Mr. Claus, Mr. Gingy. I just have to add his hat. So I am going to do her exactly like I did him. I don't know why this isn't working, but except the difference between the two is they both have a different hat. So I am going to be using the character board and vinyl. This is the boy vinyl. It's 1615. And the girl Gingy is 1616. And I did not realize these were in draft mode on our website for like almost a year. I had no clue. So I was wondering, like, why do we have no gingerbread vinyls? And the reason was it was in draft. So there is a girl and a boy. I will show you the boy, which I've already, like I said, almost got it done. And we're going to do the girl. So this is what I've got done so far. And you'll even see that there's sparkles on his face and he lights up. You guys see that? So I am going to do the girl. So I have to put on his hat still. So I'm going to stuff his hat. I have to make his bow for down below and I have to put the sucker on. So we are doing the girl. So I'll put this aside. Isn't this cute? We are doing the girl right now. And I will show you. We're doing it exactly like we did the boy. Except her hat is going to be like Mrs. Claus. I got this on Amazon, I don't know, a few years back. So we're going to stuff it. And she is going to be Mrs. Gingy Claus. Okay, but I'm going to put the ornaments. Her lolly is a white with red. His is a red with white. I did get these lolly things. They're just foam at Hobby Lobby. They were $6.99 with 50% off. So these are the Candy Cane Lane pegged glitter ornaments. So I'm using these, but let's get started first, and then we'll talk about, because I'm going to put my lights on her. Hello, hello. So this is perfect for somebody that has double front doors, or just on either, if you have a gingerbread kitchen, which lots of people decorate gingerbread kitchens at Christmas. These are awesome for have the boy and the girl on each end of your cupboards and stuff. So again, the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything with my lights is put the batteries in and make sure they're working. We have lights. Okay. Always, always, always check your lights before you start putting them in your wreath. Okay, so I am going to make sure there is no glitter, which is very hard this time of the year. make sure, hello everybody, and if you wouldn't mind floating my boat or sending me over the falls, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, I am up late. I'm trying something different. Okay, so I'm going to spray a little bit of water on my center of my board and squeegee it. I don't even know where anything is. Good gosh. Where's my squeegee? There's my squeegee. And my water. Okay. So what you're going to do, if you don't have a little water bottle or whatever, just get a wet cloth and just put a little bit, just pounce with your wet cloth on the center of the character board. The water is just in case you need to move the vinyl around, like if you don't get it centered perfectly the first time. This, because it is a high adhesive vinyl, the water does help if you need to move it around. It will dry but in 24 hours, but if you try and just use the vinyl and you do make a mistake and you need to like move it, it's going to be a little harder than if you don't use water. Okay, so this is the top. So there's the number 1, number 2, there's my hanging holes. Right straight there is the very center. And I just kind of eyeball these. I am just looking down the center of her face, between her eyes, and that's what I'm lining up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and you're just putting your vinyl on the solid part of the board. Hello, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. So I'm gonna hold it up. Looks pretty straight to me. It's good enough. So you can see that it's just on the inside of the last hole before you hit the solid part. Okay? And then you're going to take your squeegee. Now we do sell these. These are awesome for doing rails and character boards and stuff. They're a hard plastic with the felt on the end. I just like to put a paper towel just around it to catch the water, and you're going to start from the center and push, and you'll see the water come out. And this helps with bubbles. It helps get the air out. And you just go from center all the way out, all the way around. And you'll hear that popping sound with the air bubbles and everything. I must have a piece of glitter under there, but that's okay. So once I got a lot of the water out, now I'm going to just use my squeegee itself and push. It'll give you even more of a adhesive and get any small air bubbles out. And there we go. Our board and our sign, our wreath frame and our sign are all one piece now. Alrighty. So you definitely can decorate it. It takes about 24 hours to cure, just for the water to evaporate that's underneath. Although there's not much water underneath here because we did a lot of it squirted out. There we go. All right, so now I'm putting lights on mine. These are battery timered lights. I love to use my battery timered lights at Christmas. With these lights, you do not have to, once you turn them on, there's on, timer, off. Once you turn it on to timer, it'll stay on for 6 hours and turn itself off at 18 hours. And then the next day it'll turn itself back on the same time that you turned it on initially. Okay, so it is 9:12 here. So tomorrow night at 9:12, they'll turn themselves back on. Now, I don't want to have them on at 9, so tomorrow at around probably 6, So I'll shut these off. At 6, I will turn them on to timer, and that way they'll come on at 6 every night. So now I'm going to tape. I just use some Scotch tape because they will eventually get zip tied into, hi Mom, into our design. So I am having the little light bulb face going towards the inner face, and I'm just taping the light in place. You won't see the tape or anything else. It's just to hold the light there in place. And I'm going around and putting a bulb in between every set of holes. Okay, and I like to start at the bottom because we do have 4 extra lights when we're finished. There is 20 light bulbs on here. So when I'm finished, I'll add, there'll be 2 just along the bottom. You'll see in a sec. And then once we start putting the mesh on, these wires will actually get zip tied right in place. Again, like I said, I'm just going around and just using Scotch tape. Hello, hello, thank you for joining me. We are doing a Mr. and Mrs. Gingy Claus. Gingerbreads are always popular at Christmas, but this year they seem to be like really super popular. Anything gingerbread. It's almost like the gingerbreads have been popular for years and years, but I don't know, more so this year I've seen a ton more than I usually see every year. So as you can see, I'm just putting the light bulb and it'll illuminate her face. I'm also going to show you a little trick too. We're going to zhuzh. That's my friend, who didn't add face? Oh, don't worry about it, Mom. My friend Dre's favorite word, zhuzh. I'm going to zhuzh up her face a little bit, and I'll show you in 1 second what I mean. So there we got the 2 down at the bottom. They're going to have 2 light bulbs. And then the battery pack, I put a piece of Velcro, I glue it on the back of the battery pack, and then I just tuck it in. I'll show you in 1 second. Okay, so we are done. Now, what I'm going to do, I got Velcro somewhere. Where my Velcro went. I just had it because I did it for the boy. Anyways, I'll put Velcro on the back of this, and that way, and then we'll put it onto the board so it'll be hidden, and that way you can pull the battery pack off and change the batteries anytime you want. Okay, so I'm going to add just a little bit of extra to my Gingy girl. So on my boy gingerbread, I glittered, or I used this diamond dust, and I did the white here, and I did the white in the candies, and I did the little bit of white on his nose. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kathy, using a lint brush. So I've just got, you know, you can use Mod Podge. I'm just using Aleene's Tacky Glue, and you can use anything that dries clear. I'm just taking a paintbrush and I dipped it in the glue. And we're just adding a little extra to her. So again, you could use Mod Podge or just, I really like this Aleene's tacky glue for this, doing this. I find it, the glitter sticks a lot better. So wherever you put glue is where your glitter is going to stick, okay? So you want to get a fairly good coat on there. Now, it's white right now. It will dry clear. And then I'm going to take this Diamond Dust. I get this at Amazon. It's like one of my favorite glitters. It's actually real pieces of shard glass. So it's not really a glitter, but it gives it more of a really sparkly finish. So we're just putting, now we're not going to waste all this glitter, so no worries. We're going to tap it off and then put it back into our container. But you want to have a good coat of it, so wherever the glue is where the glitter is going to stay. So now I'm going to do that little white piece on her nose. Should have probably got a finer paintbrush. All right. Again, just sprinkle. I should put some red glitter on her little heart mouth, but I can do that later. And then I'm just going to do just the white on her candy cheeks. And it just gives it something a little extra fun to the wreath. Because the lights will hit the Diamond Dust and you'll definitely see it all shine. Hello everybody, thanks for joining me again. I see all kinds of different names than I usually do in the daytime. That's what I was trying to do by coming on a little later tonight. So just put that on there. Okay, we've got one more cheek. Hello from San Antonio. So again, this is just a glue that dries clear. You want to make sure whatever you're going to use, it's clear. So whether it be Mod Podge, school glue, this is great glue, the Aleene's tacky glue. And just dip your paintbrush in it, and that way wherever you put glue is where your glitter is going to stick. Tomorrow I'll find my red glitter and I will actually put red glitter on her lips. And you can do this for any vinyl, re-sign. Give it a little extra sparkle. There we go. I'm just kind of tap. right, and then I'm going to take it, my something. I'll just use this bag. So if you have, I'll just use the back of this actually. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my vinyl sheet that, I can't pick this up. I'm going to all right. And then we're going to put this back into our container. And there we go. We zhuzhed her up a little bit. Now I have glitter all over the place. So we'll just leave that. Then there is loose glitter on here, and I'll just sweep it off tomorrow once all the glue is dry. So there we go. I don't know if you can see it, but once it's dry, you won't see the white. I know you can see the white. All you'll see is the actual glitter. Okay, so now we're going to preload our board. I am using a snowdrift mesh. Okay, a snowdrift mesh. It's a natural snowdrift mesh. And I got a ton of it in stock, so if you want to make one of these, this is a great mesh. The number is RY810118. RY810118. We are going to be using 1 roll per gingy. So I used 1 full roll on the boy, and I'm using 1 on the girl. We're cutting 16 pieces of this mesh at 22 inches, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna preload your board with hole number 1 to 1.5. So you're gonna go down and up. Making sure your flat part of your zip tie, the flat part of the head, is going to go in with the tail. That way, when you go to do it up, you will hear this zipping sound and it will lock. That's the zip tie done up properly, okay? We're doing 16 of them, so just 1 zip tie. And as you can see, when you go down and up, that wire is in between the zip tie. So when I put the mesh on, the wire will be zip tied with the mesh. And no, your mesh will not catch on fire, I promise. Not from these lights. Okay, so we've got 16. So I've already cut my mesh. Again, 16 at 22 inches. This is the character board with the vinyl. 16-15 is a boy, 16-16 is the girl. So we'll be using 16 zip ties. No, Myrna, this is the character board. So as soon as I get this loaded, I'll flip it over and you'll see that it's the solid backing. Okay, so 16 of them. And this is a really, really cool and easy wreath to make. So if you are a beginner, these face wreaths are really super easy to start off with. Especially the way I do it. I kind of not cheat, but do it lazy, where I only do 16 at 22 inches. It does fill everything, and it does make a big wreath. I used to do every other, so I would do the outside to the outside of the board, and then the next one I would do the inside, and then outside, inside. I realized that doing 16 at 22 inches gives the same, like almost the exact same effect, without having to use as much zip ties and cut as much mesh. Use the same amount of mesh, you just don't cut as many. Okay, so your petal, hold on. It's just the ruffled petal. Okay, so what you want to do is you've got your mesh 22 inches. Okay, I'm going to put something a little heavy down at the end here. And we are just going to ruffle it straight up the center. But what I like to do is I like to fold the edge in just a bit, because this cut edge, when you fold it in like this, it hides any strings or any frays. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pinch and drag, just like I'm doing right here, right up the center. Now when you're using a snowdrift mesh, it's much easier because you can just follow the center drift right up to the almost the end. Then I'm going to fold this in a little bit and bring it in. So you got this ruffle like this. Okay, now we're going to use this down like this. Okay, so the cut edge that you see here is going to be facing the board, so you won't see, if this does fray, you won't see any strings or anything. All right, so where you've pinched in the middle of your ruffle, you're going to put that center right in the center of a zip tie. Doesn't matter what zip tie. Just pick one and come around with your zip tie. Okay, so it looks just like that. And you're going to do it up tight. Cut your zip tie tail off. And then I kind of take the edges here and just kind of wrap it around like that. Okay, then I'm going to get the mesh out of the way, I'm just going to take these and I'm just going to put a little clip on them, just to help me to do the next one. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again. So I'm folding it in just a little bit. You're going to pinch and drag. And you don't want to do this on a tablecloth, because you will pinch your tablecloth into your mesh. All right, and I'm going to flip it over because I want the edges facing downwards, and come around the center. You can lift them to make sure both sides are the same length. Pull it tight and cut the zip tie. All right, so I have a bunch pre-made. So I have little clips on them, so I can just stick them in as we're going. Hello, hello. So as you can see, the zip ties are getting zipped in, or the lights, the wire of the lights are getting zipped in. I'll go around and do these. Hello. Hi, Jan Brown Cook. Yes, I am using, if you'll see, I am using a combination of Snowball and Snowdrift. This is actually a good teaching. This is a Snowdrift. Because I only brought one roll home, and I was only going to do the boy gingerbread, and then I decided I was going to do the girl too, and I only had half a roll of this left in my stock. So I had a half a roll of Snowdrift, and I had a half a roll of Snowball. So I just decided to alternate. But you can see the drift, it's a continuous like cotton strand, and the Snowball, there's like a little line, and then you see this little poof, and then a line and a poof. That's a Snowball. This is a Snowdrift. Okay? And then once we get it all on the board, you're not going to be able to tell. Hello. So it goes pretty fast once you have all your mesh and everything cut. We're not going to worry about the mesh in her face yet until we get everything on. My glue is almost dry. Hi from Alabama. You can't really tell the Snowball and Snowdrift once you get it all on. You can't really tell the difference. But as you can see, even though we're only using 16 pieces, it does get pretty big. No, I didn't get snowed in. We only got a couple feet. My brother in Orchard Park, however, they got clobbered. They got 77 inches in Orchard Park. Almost done. It's going to be really cute once I'm done here. Two more. And we'll move all the mesh out of the way. Oh, I didn't cut more Snowdrift. All right, we'll just use the rest of Snowdrift. Now, if I weren't adding hat and all kinds of other stuff, this would be almost done. Okay. So all her mesh is on her face. Get rid of this. Okay, so now I'm going to go around and we're going to make sure all the mesh edges are up, because you want to see the edge. It makes it the edge of the mesh, and you want to move it from her face. So I'm just kind of pulling them back. And when you do the little flip at the front and the end, it kind of curls your ribbon or your mesh in a little bit, so that actually helps bringing your mesh out of the face of your wreath. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have to put some red glitter on her lips. There we go. Whole face. Is done. Okay, I gotta find that Velcro. If not, I'll probably just glue it. I don't know where I put it. All right, I'm just going to glue. So when you're putting your battery pack onto your wreath, you want to, why is this not on now? Oh my goodness. Maybe it is too late for Lori. Lori can't think past 9 o'clock. Glue gun was in. Okay, so with the boy gingerbread, I did add little ornaments. So this is the boy, and we're going to be putting this hat on him, like that. And then I'm going to make a bow for his bow tie down there. Isn't he cute? All right, and then the girl, she is going to have the Mrs. Claus hat, and I have her ornaments right here. So her hat's going to go like right there. It's going to be super cute. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I don't want, now this is obviously a Mrs. Claus hat. And I don't want, because it's a gingerbread, I'm going to use the other side. I'm not going to use the side with the holly on it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to stuff the hat a little bit. And for stuffing, I just use grocery bags. Just plastic grocery bags. And that just gives it a little bit of puffiness. There's one. Oh, I'm just going to put 2 grocery bags. And this little, they're called mop hats. M-O-P. Mop hats. That's what these are for Mrs. Claus. And then I will glue these together. My glue gun is heated up. And then I am going to, there, cheap stuffing. And I have these little candies. I'm going to put one on her hat, probably like right here, and one on his hat. So I'm just waiting for my glue gun to dry, to heat up. Now I'm going to add, now he has the red sucker. She's going to have the white one. And I got these little sucker things at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to put that there. And then I have these just plastic ornaments just to add a little fun to my wreath. So I'm going to put, I will be gluing these. I'm just going to place these for now. And I'm going to do every other. So I'm putting an ornament right on top of this zip tie. I'm going to skip this one. Okay, then I'm going to go right here and put these ornaments that match the suckers. I also got them at Hobby Lobby as well. So, like I said, I'm just placing these. And then I'll just glue them in. So we'll put that there. And I'm going to skip this one. Put this one there. Skip this one. And we're going to put this one here. Now you could use whatever you want. You could even put ribbon tails in there if you wanted. I felt the ornaments would be really cute. Okay, skip that one. Put one here. And these silvery, or these white ones, I just got at a dollar store. They're just white ornaments with glitter on them. Skip that one. Put here. And then skip that one and put that one there. So now we're just going to glue that in. And then our sucker. We'll just kind of go like that. Oh, her hat's a little cockeyed. There we go. Okay, that's going to be super cute. Alrighty. I think my glue gun is hot. Yes, it is. So let us start gluing all her stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is glue this battery pack. So I'm putting glue on the back of the battery pack. What the heck? Oh, this doesn't want to work. Bear with me, folks. We're having issues. Who's being angry? Oh, is the nighttime where we get angry faces? Because the daytime, I never get angry faces. I'll have to keep that in mind when I do schedule lives again for night. Oh, your heart is coming up a mad face. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just, if my glue gun will ever work. She is adorable. Let's stuff the Santa hat. Okay, here's the boy hat. I'm going to stuff it as well. This is just a Santa hat. I don't think I got it from the dollar store. I think I got it from Walmart. But you can use any Santa hat. Again, I'm going to use bay. Grocery bags. Trying to do 2 wreaths tonight. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, I'm not going to stuff the whole thing because I do want to flop the hat over. But grocery bags, cheap stuffing. There's Mrs. Claus hat that I got from Amazon. Just type in mop hat or Mrs. Claus hat. It'll come up. Let's see. So I'm just gluing this shut. That's the wrong side of the thing. So where the little arrows are, that's where you take the door thing off, or the whatever that is. And then I'm just going to slide it under the mesh right onto the board. Usually I just use Velcro, but this works too. So you can see. There's my little battery pack. Okay, and then I can access the little door thing to take the batteries out. And then we'll just put the mesh back over so you don't see it. So again, these are battery light, timered lights, so you don't have to turn them on and off. They do it by themselves. Let's try gluing her hat back together again. So I'm just going to go along this elastic band. There we go. Just be careful you don't burn yourself. And I have these little sewing clips that I can put on to make sure it stays closed. We don't want to expose our plastic bag stuffing. It just gives it a little bit more volume instead of a flat hat. There we go. That's going to use this side. Okay. Now, if you want to pipe cleaner it on, what you can do is take your pipe cleaner. Now this is really, really light, so you can just glue it on if you want. However, you can just snip one hole and then another hole. And then put a pipe cleaner through. Like that. And twist it. We're also going to glue it too. And I'm just going to go right over top. This is the very center of the board, right here. You can see the number 2. I'm just going to go down the same holes that the zip ties are in. So just go down and then go down the other one. Alrighty. And just pull your hat until you feel resistance, okay? And then do the pipe cleaner up and back. And then we'll also add a little bit of glue underneath the hat. And there we go. Very easy way to put a hat on. We're going to put a little candy on our thing. And I am going to go ahead and I'm just gluing my ornaments in. These are just styrofoam ornaments. Just spread your mesh. There's my zip tie. Jeez. Again, you could put ribbon tails. If you have cute candy ribbon, you can put some ribbon tails. They have the really cute candy picks at Hobby Lobby too. Now I'm Canadian, so I don't have a Hobby Lobby that I could just run to, so I didn't really have any of the cute candy picks that they do have there. But this is cute too, with the red and white theme. Hey, Jackie Blewett. So I'm putting the ornaments in every other, and I'm just kind of got like a little theme, or not theme, pattern going on here. I'm making a boy and a girl, are Mr. and Mrs. Gingy Claus, Jackie. And gluing stuff into mesh, especially these, like I said, these are just styrofoam. There's like literally no weight to them. But you can pipe cleaner them and attach them that way to your board as well if you want to, if you're scared to not have anything but just glue. Alrighty. wreaths are in. My little candy. So I am going to lift up my hat, and I am going to put some glue on the back of the hat. Even though it's attached with a pipe cleaner, I want it to lay perfectly. Now, I might add a little bit of ribbon, the same ribbon I'm going to add to the boy, Mr. Claus. So I'll just leave that candy there for a sec. So I might change it. Okay, so let's fix his hat now too. So we did stuff it with the shopping bags. And again, I'm gluing the hat closed. This will flop over. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the ball so it stays where I want it to stay. And we still have to put their suckers on too. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, I had glue on there. I'm going to do the same thing with the pipe cleaner. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue behind the band here so it stays where I want it. And we'll put a candy here too. All right, I'm going to put snip two little holes in the back of this. One, two. Go. All right, let's bring him up, get his hat on as well. And we have to make his bow tie. So I'm going to go down. Go right here. Now this hat does like to stick to the mesh. Night, love you too. So again, I'm just pulling down the hat till I can feel some resistance on the back. And give it a twist. Actually, I'm going to fold this a little. This hat was a little too high for my liking. Okay. And like even though you probably don't need glue because this hat likes to stick to the mesh, I am going to put some glue just in behind a little bit and press it down. There we go. His hat is on. Now his sucker. Just gonna have the sucker coming this way. Or actually his is red. But I'm gonna make a bow tie right here for him first. So far, let me get both of them up so you guys can see both of them together. There's the boy, and there's the girl. Aren't they cute? Mr. and Mrs. Gingy Claus. They're super cute, are they not? Oh my gosh. So we just got the decorating. So I'm going to put a bow here and we'll decorate their hat. And we'll put a hanger on both of them. So I'm going to flip this over. So you can see the nice clean board at the back. So you're going to put, if you're selling this, you're going to put a business card or a sticker on the back of this. So the person that buys it knows where to come and get their spring and summer and Easter wreath. All right, so I just cut the pipe cleaners and put it back down the holes. And then I'm going to go take these two holes and we're going to go down and up. Just trying to feed it through here. Down. Back up. Now you can use wire, you can use, I always use a zip tie because there's always a zip tie available. All right, so that's his hanging. Let's make a cute bow for him and then we will be done. I'm just going to use my small little kid's bow maker. So I have this cute ribbon I think I'm going to use. So really pop on the brown. This is RGE 146902 and it is a 2.5 inch. We'll do, I don't want a huge bow. 8. I'll just do a 12-inch tail. Because I can cut the tail back, but you can't add to it. So I like to make the tail just a little bit longer. So I'm just going to slide it down. Half a twist towards you, and I'm just going to pull, I'm just making a 4-inch bow here, loop. There's one. Two. Cut this. This is his bow tie. come in with just a white glitter. This one's RGC 159627. It's a shimmer glitter. This does not, the glitter does not come off. So if you're one of those ones that hates glitter because it's all over the place, this doesn't come off. Just one 3-inch loop on each side. And then I'm going to come in with this beautiful sparkly red 5/8, and this one's RJ203024, and these are fun using these 5/8. And I'm just going to do a single loop. So I just went down. There's my my tail. I'm going to come around. So instead of making loops, I'm just going to come around the back of the peg here, and come through and make just a single. Am I going to like that? Let me see. No, I need a couple loops. Just going to make a couple loops. Now I'll come around. I must say I teach much better during the day. 10 o'clock at night is just a little too late for Lori. But I wanted to try something, so. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to take a zip tie and a pipe cleaner. Although you can just pipe cleaner the bow. Normally I use a zip tie for my bow, but you can just stick your pipe cleaner through the loop. And you're gonna twist the bow. You're not twisting. You're going to twist the bow about 4 times. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 3 is good because this isn't a very big bow. Oh, you're welcome, Candy. I'm one of those ones that like to be in bed like by 8 o'clock. I'm so tired by then. But I know there's people that are working and stuff and they don't get to see me live, so I'm going to try and do once a week or every other week a later night live. Like this is late night for Lori. This is late night with Lori. Okay, let's put her bow, his bow tie on. So we're just going to go right in the middle, right there, and put one pipe cleaner down one hole, and we're going right over top the zip tie. And the other over the other. you're just pulling it till you feel again some resistance. And this one, a little pearl. We'll fix his bow tie. And now we're going to put his sucker on. His bow tie's a little jacked right this second. We'll fix it later. Okay, I'm going to put a little sucker, just kind of right about there. Cut this off. I'm just going to glue it. So it's kind of going underneath the bow here. Just right there. This side's... You want to make sure there's mesh that it's gluing on. All right, so he is done. He's so cute. And then we will finish up her. Let's see. Just trying something here. My dog is like, Mom, it's way past bedtime. Where are you? I'm just trying to make a little bow that will match his bow tie. But you can do anything. And I'm going to put this little ball on top, and I'm done. Oh, her sucker. That's where I'm putting it. Because I'm tired. So 2. We did 2. With lights. And tomorrow I'll look at it and probably add more. Okay, so let's clean up the back. Cut your extra pipe cleaner off, put it back down the hole. Again, you're going to put your card on there. And we're going to put our pipe cleaner, or not pipe cleaner, sorry, zip tie down one hole, back up to make a hanger. She's waiting for me. She's like, Mom, it's bedtime. Now, I wish I had a double door to put these on. They would look so cute. I didn't put the candy on. I will. I'll see tomorrow, but let's check them out. Without the lights on. Let's see what they look like. All lit. I might stick some candies in there. We'll see. They're big. This one is 24 inches. They're both 24 inches. There we go. They're all lit up. Oh my gosh, they are so adorable. What do you guys think? Look how cute they are. They really did turn out really cute. Mr. and Mrs. Gingy Claus. So, if you have a gingerbread lover in your life, and again, you don't have to add anything. You can just put a hat on with the mesh, put a little bit of glitter because it really is super cute, the glitter on the vinyl. But you don't have to add the ornaments and all that stuff if you don't want. I had it, so I figured I'm just going to stick it in. And make sure you grab lights. Look how cute they are with all lit up. I really wish I had 2 doors to hang them on. Are they cute? Anyways, well, thanks for joining me and for my late night live. I'm going to try and do more lives at night. We'll see. Kind of struggled through this one. Because I'm not used to being up this late. But anyways, have yourself a wonderful evening. And again, thank you so much for joining me. Good night, everybody.